Thing that for XLG, the side, and as you were saying, the sunset has been so pivotal for the side of GIANTX. They make them feel comfortable, and it might give them the chance to snowball. But let's think a little bit of how we can get to that Lotus, because I think that especially with the stakes, it looks very, very likely. And in that end, I gotta give the edge to XLG.
Yeah, I would agree. I think even if you've prepped for it, that triple Sensi comp is hard to play against. But I'm still curious if we can even get all the way there. I'm not sure how confident I feel in XLG's bind. They played against Paper X there, got at least 9 rounds on that map, but I wasn't in love with the Gecko Sky comp that they were running there. I think it's a little bit out of fashion these days. I think that playing into that Sky limits some of what you can do for getting mid-round info, because you don't have any of those refreshable tools, and you're also trading off the very fast, almost instant defensive rotates that you would get with putting a Yoru in that slot instead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, XLG decided to play the bind. That is something that they wanted to
Not sorry, Pipsa's doing his thing already. Not already. Game hasn't even bloody started yet.
What was I saying? Yeah, XLG, they decided to pick this map against Paper X, and that was probably the end of the beginning.
Well.
And that is definitely not a race. That is a waylay. And Raga, after seeing everything that we've been seeing here globally, he wants to add on. Why not?
There's been a lot of excitement about the waylay, but what's distinct here is that it's a solo duelist. So when Raga goes to entry, he cannot just dash in, throw his utility, and then refract out. He actually has to be the one to get the entries. And in that way, I actually like the waylay a little less than the raise on this map. So very curious what the game plan is here for XLG.
Yeah, and especially when we look at GIANTX, them playing the deadlock probably is the first thing that needs to stop. Especially that wall is going to be so important and so pricey for the side of GIANTX.
Yeah, and it's a very important game too. So I have to hand you over to very important people. Here's Pansy and Hypok.
Yeah, thank you so much. VIPs, apparently. That feels nice to be said.
I thought that was over there.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, anyway, we have a bit of a game that I think most people probably wouldn't have expected to see here.
Did not think we'd be here.
Yeah,
this
I think there's a few like
I
you.
want to see Pickham's bracket.
I think there was like one remainder.
Yeah.
That was it. But what a situation for both sides to be in. An opportunity to play for that playoffs potential, to get themselves situated and exceed expectation. A lot of us were very excited by the revitalized GIANTX, the new look they brought, and XLG elevating to what we knew they could potentially do.
Yeah, and especially with things like now having obviously the secondary weight off their shoulders. Actually, as I say that, Flick just picked up with a wallbang actually from Happyway, and that's going to spur things on here for XLG.
Yeah, it certainly will. Do they slow down at all? Westside's still around, and a fair fight for him to be had. A follow-up too. You've been singing this man's praises, and you can see why from the very word go. Bring it to a 3v3. The Raga's position, Mike, could be lethal up here.
Potentially gone unchecked here, and actually it's Grabinho to find it.
That's wild that Gruby got that. Okay, 2 left now. That's going to change things for XLG. Coconut and Noman pretty isolated from each other. Coconut's position going to be rewarded. Lovely flash as well. XLG making GIANTX work for their dinner. As Cloud's on, who succeeded beautifully in their opening games. There's nothing to say about that.
Confident start here from XLG. And Westside, unfortunately, overwhelmed ever so slightly. Usually pretty good for a multi-kill in the pistols, as we already know from his performance back in EMEA. And just a little bit of a gap in between second engagement here for GIANTX. Again, just coming back to that same discussion, but I mean, we were leaning heavily on Raga the other day just because of that interview that really just gave us no confidence whatsoever.
Well, it didn't sound like he had any confidence. That was the worry, wasn't it? This very down on themselves performance, and you want to see a bit more confidence behind it. But what a stark contrast to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you come out of that series versus a team like Sentinels not feeling yourself then. And that would be the perfect remedy for some of those potentially anxiety or confidence-related issues, but also XLG as a whole. We know that secondary objective no longer looming over their heads.
No, they've got eyes firmly on the prize here. That's the Raga we're looking for. Moment in support as well. Lovely. Good confidence builders here. You speak his name and he gives you one of those. Now, obviously, this is going to be a relatively well brought up XLG for this round, so you kind of expect the outcome, but seeing someone like Raga get started early, it's got to be great for that confidence again.
Said it though, West Side, a beast with the pistols. They can do any damage here. Maybe take away a weapon or two from XLG, but actually spammed off the corner there. Now down to 37. Gonna make things very difficult for him.
Trying to min-max as he can, but I think the outcome is defined. 4 kills for Raga. A man that should be building this confidence and capability on these stages, round by round and game by game. Again, a very respectable performance from them up against Sentinels. Certainly got us right back on track.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a Sen at full strength, but a Sen that both sides faced and came out in a similar fashion.
Certainly is. Obviously, bind for GIANTX. I mean, this year in general struggled a little bit. The performance in my head that sticks out would have been the loss to at the time, a middling Na'Vi.
Yeah.
It's almost the anomaly of where they really did start to stretch their legs in stage 2.
Okay, so the
gonna pick up the pace a little bit here.
I love this with the judge as well. It's so complimentary. Raga, so brilliant. Opening up space here for them. Still going to allow Westside a bit of play. But this pace has been punishing from XLG. They know what they want, and they're chasing it. Grubino trying to find an off angle to play from, not going to get it. And now look who's still waiting. Happy Way. Oh, the judge. He gets away with his life.
Unreal. Tagged down, but actually still looking pretty healthy considering. Ara tries his luck through the TP and gets shut down here, so it's just Cloud to try and recover something here in round 3.
I've been so impressed with XLG. I didn't know where to put my expectations with this side. But game by game.
Well, I thought I did.
Yeah, I think most people thought they did. And right now, Happy Way picking up where he left off. A quiet start to things, but you think about that map 3 against Sen. He was sharp as hell.
Yeah, you could really see the momentum start to build throughout that series. Especially on a round basis, they were very good at stringing together.
God, I love that pathing from Raga there.
Yeah, Flickless, I mean, well, lucky not to actually get fully inside that poison orb, but...
Oh. Nice! Happy I saw that judge flavor.
Again, the age-old with GIANTX, slow to start, so
yep.
Not necessarily outside, well, I wouldn't say comfort zones, but
yep.
Out of the realms of expectations for them.
But I would like to see some of the players start to be a bit more present. We've obviously seen Westside already getting his name on the board, but just getting into the game, right? Starting to feel out the game here, even in throwaway rounds.
Still, for me, the two that stick out there are Flickless.
Yes,
for
absolutely.
Them to state their name a little bit. Good flash here, Raga. Unlucky not to actually find that kill.
Oh, great chip, though. 20 HP left. That's good early work. 1 minute 15. A little bit of a show of force, but a standard, I don't want to say standard default, but a passive default waiting to maybe feel out if there is a stack, if there is aggression.
Yeah.
We can see where a little bit of that trap is currently waiting.
Well, if XLG have done their homework, they'd know GIANTX like to go aggressive on some of these eco rounds with the pistols and potentially a scrappier purchase. Certainly want to be diligent.
God, they've drawn the reaction, maybe trying to capitalize on No Man's isolation, but he's got that Vandal locked down. Gets the job done, man. And Ara's going to be fuming about that. Bino, what a shot. Give me another. Another and I was with you. But it's Westside in a 1v3. I have to say, tick in the box for me with XLG dealing with this. They have suffered casualties, but you're not going to get a completely free round against a team like GIANTX. They will put you through your paces. And for Westside, they're sitting deep on this. They're not going to give him any freedom to work in. No, very safe pair of hands with Happy Way, 4-0. XLG off to the dream start.
Up a substantial cushion now. And the man does so well to handle this aggression through the TP. Even with the stun connecting, Ara couldn't close it out. It's not going to go. He ate the stun as well. I didn't catch that on the skybox.
Oh, I didn't see it. Mr. 3K up and about, letting them know. But again, look, sometimes it takes a couple of rounds for GIANTX to get going. You're alluding to how we see that operator in play. Let's see if they can get on the board. It's been a quiet start. Oh, but that's a loud start into this round. Ara instantly taking the wind out of Raga's sails and controlling over towards Shower.
The sort of rounds where GIANTX have really cemented their names is in drawing early bloods, getting rid of sort of these heavily stacked executes.
But Happy Way's been nasty. I feel like he might get him something here. Jump spot, did Grubino see that?
I think Happy Way actually relaying the information as well.
I've been seen trying to maybe play in Westside's position just tucked below that window. I'm waiting to see if there's going to be a fake coming out from maybe some of the presence from No Man or something like that, but they have drawn a third player over, so Cloud supporting this B side, believing in this. Let's see if they decide to stick the landing here or maybe consider the TP. 44 seconds, still got time. Plenty of ults now to play with as well.
Still got No Man posted up though. Ara's holding that angle from backside on A.
Oh, ult taken, TP, nothing for it, right. And this is in the pivot. They're going to be going up against the favorable site. 2 players here, but Ara still with that operator and a great slow from the paint shell. Invest the Seekers and the pop flash backside, but they've got to try and scale out here. And Ara's doing very well, very, very well. 3 big kills, making this such an uphill struggle for Happyway. A 1v4, the only thing on his side is the time. Nice attempt, but GIANTX handling that back and forth very diligently.
Absolutely, and really attributing to that, like I said, it's about damage control in some of these rounds for GIANTX. Look for them to aggressively find these opening engagements and sit back and really play. Again, it's the discipline of Pipson, playing towards these numbers advantages.
I also have to just compliment as well the fact that Ara was, as you almost said there, sitting deep quite literally too. Aware of what was left, there's not going to be much gap close capable. Playing deeper than the Seekers, they had to swing out ahead of it. Just nice individual positioning from Ara.
Looks like it might be a set piece here from GIANTX. Is Westside going to switch over to A? Heavily invested util towards the entrance
Is he flying down
to Lamps here. Yeah, maybe.
I think it looks like the kind of flash through and he's drive for now. Look how deep XLG is still sat on this. They're so aware of it. They've been doing their damn homework. They have got the playbook themselves. XLG dismantling GIANTX's plans in a blink of an eye.
Just as I said it, GIANTX love to go aggressive to find, the extremity, one single kill. But there's so many bodies for XLG stacked up here.
Great homework.
Yeah.
Gotta say it. Great,
Beautiful
great
read
homework.
on how GIANTX have been approaching the game. Yeah, Westside going to be shut down here as well. It's a flawless round here for XLG.
They have looked into this one.
And the sort of round that you'd almost expect a timeout after.
I'm expecting.
This has been the pillar of GIANTX's success in EMEA.
So I was expecting that kind of deep flash, maybe the dizzy through, the burst coming in, you know what I mean, like the full commitment behind, but handled perfectly by XLG. And we've kind of seen XLG having to face maybe opponents that aren't as easy to prep for until now. Now you've got a little bit more footage on GIANTX here coming through. You're starting to see some of that real build up to this point. 5-1, Mike.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Side still here towards A. Going to be plenty of space made, but actually Ara does find No Man in the back lines.
Okay, so a bit of a trade-off, right? It's a shower stack, basically, for GIANTX at this point. 4 players here, 1 on CT, and then XLG trying to stay alive between it. Now, you do have Viva with that ult, which is pretty important at this point, but I'm looking at Ara's timing here.
Prepare for hellfire.
Is XLG trying to commit somewhere together? The ult's actually just going to be invested, trying to force him out of showers, but it's just forced to fight forward. Ara brings down the hammer for the reaction in the right place.
Right here.
Going to be able to see a bit of the spike here, so they know when to react to this. And well, sadly, not going to get what you want there from the wingman. Viva still on guard duty. Finds some good time, brilliantly handled. Rubinho in the 1v1 and Happyway on the other side. He doesn't need to overdo it. This divide still marvelous for them. Needs to start making a move with the paranoia. Grubinho's been outdone in this one. Happyway just has to play to the time. XLG. I love what they're doing. We are seeing the best version of them here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're so well equipped. What GIANTX likes to try and achieve in terms of early space control, early aggression.
One enemy remaining.
Even here comes right down to the wire. And it's actually unlucky for Grubinho not to find that kill faster, because then Happyway's played out of it, the divide.
Come on, yeah, wave, bye-bye.
Providing so much security.
We need a vibes merchant as well. We've lost a couple early on, right? So we need someone to pick up.
Again, the timeout, I was almost expecting one previous, but we'll be ahead of most likely a Shiko for GIANTX.
And
They are trailing by 5. It's a concerning start for any other team. GIANTX, again, and it's one of the things they probably need to work on. Pipson's talks at length about this, about first maps in general, slow to get into maps. But certainly here, you come to Champions, you can't really allow that to be a factor.
You're not really allowed slow starts in these caliber games, in my mind. I think it's going to be a very heavy burden.
One map, one versus Paper X, right? They went one up versus Paper X.
Yep. Yeah, the caliber here is high, right? Even against maybe teams you weren't expecting to be as good. As I said, XLG coming through in CN's 4th position, but they've managed to get such an incredible position here. And to my eye, this looks like a very prepared side too. They understand the tendencies of GIANTX. They are exploiting them well. And I'm also looking at the performers here. Cloud and some of the best games has been monstrous. We've seen the best of him. Flickless yet to even draw blood properly. This is not what you want to be seeing from some of these players. I don't need them to be the superstars, but you need to start feeling themselves into the server. So as it stands, XLG, patience being displayed here.
Are going to be spotted towards the TP. Exactly the same time though, going to spur things on towards A, so Side and Flickless going to have their hands full. TP taken here.
So the spike gets lost in a bad position.
Yeah.
They still need to work on this one, and now they can backfill the space behind, coming out of lamps. So Flickless needs to land the shot, and the tag's not going to really do the job it needed. So now the plant's back on the menu, but the TP then coming out again from GIANTX. It's messy here. This could still go both ways, and the TP again. So rotation on rotation, really.
Around the world we go. Westside going to be here potentially to catch. Oh well.
Not anymore.
Could have been. Not now.
Wouldn't go anywhere near that.
The floor is lava.
Yes, it certainly is. All the timing clean for the first there for Happyway, but a potentially recoverable weapon. But Viva wants to police this. Ara desperate to get it and fighting hard for it too. Lovely work from him.
Yeah, one to the good and a rifle recovered now. So Grabinho and Ara both have weapons. Westside going to shut down Coconut.
There he is. Now on to just Raga. What were we up to there, Grabinho? But still Westside. Pivotal kills for him and a lifeline gained.
And coming out of minimal investment as well. GIANTX will find their second. Again, the minimap just looks so chaotic sometimes. GIANTX will pounce on any opportunity they see. Well navigated by XLG to set themselves into a post plant. Again, this is the sort of thing you don't want to see one person coming out to control the extremity versus GIANTX. It has to be.
Let's make it 6-6.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a wake-up call that the mechanics are starting to heat up here for GIANTX. Again, you had Ara hitting 2 lovely shots in that. You had Westside pivotal. And Ara's had that lovely uptick since getting that operator, maybe starting to feel out this server a touch more, but back into things. XLG certainly still with a purchase. No fallback plan yet to this. Westside noted early.
Yeah, trying to slow down any progress initially. Ara has found Happyway on the other side of the map as well, so that's going to draw the rotation here.
Yeah, they're starting to read into it well. GIANTX getting a bit of a understanding of what XLG have been doing. Flash towards sight, and gap closed though from Raga. Can't quite get to him. Westside gets to live. Saved by Cloud, and that flash is fantastic! Marvelous control. Denying any scale up on the site, leaving Viva isolated and now dead. Brilliant, brilliant work there.
Yeah, GIANTX love playing around this trip underneath Hookah. It's just such an awkward piece of utility to overcome. Sure, you've got Raga the ability to dash across, but see here, you remove the head of the snake, and the crunch is always beautiful from GIANTX.
Oh, Cloud just really putting life on the line for that too. Really love it. So it wasn't even necessarily a bad idea from Raga to try and gap close backside. They had isolated Westside.
You can see the pressure Westside's under. He's got the mosh. He's flashed up. Ton of pressure coming his way. But it's the confidence to disrespect both the molly and the smoke on CT that GIANTX do time and time again.
Some of their synergies, when you start seeing GIANTX work together, is really lovely. Now, it's been absent in the first couple of rounds. Yeah. It's a very, very, very lackluster start, but as you said and have said, they do build up once they get going. That one timeout hit, suddenly we started to see a bit more of a fight back for them. But XLG have time for themselves. We kind of saw it felt like the opening plan, right? Like that opening looks, how they wanted to handle it, time for that first layer of adaptation.
I think for XLG, there's not necessarily any sort of adjustment, maybe a little bit of tweaking here. Like I said, GIANTX have improved massively in terms of their fundamentals, in terms of trading, in terms of, you know, synergy when it comes to utility. Certainly here, XLG can get back to what was working early on, which is find themselves early plants, not allowing GIANTX to create man advantages. Do have the pit here, a couple of other ultimates as well, No Man and Viva close by.
I really want to touch on what you said there. Those opening advantages, Ara's been giving them so many now. Started to see it in just that previous round on Happy Way. Versatility and positioning too for Ara. Previously noted on that A side of the map, seen him in showers, seen him down long. Now, over towards Hookah. So XLG need to go through the motions of trying to identify where he is as well.
Stack here from Fabinho and Cloud. Both going to be flashed off though. So forced a little deeper. That first sight line opened up for XLG.
Again, if you are XLG, you don't have too many tools to scout things out, really. Yeah, I guess you got Coconut in there as well, but it feels like they're trying to utilize that more for that full sight take. But again, for No Man, that dog, once it's utilized, once it's invested, you got to hope that you found what you wanted on it.
Benefit being here, they're going to have the Seekers to execute onto A, and they're going to potentially have a pretty good idea. It's only two. Bit of hesitation here, maybe just an audible. I can't imagine anybody over towards the B side has spotted anything there, so a full cancel on the A hit. We'll be walking into the stack of GIANTX.
Walking into Ara, that's what scares me too. Do they even note this? Seeker is going to go through to it, and there it is. Happy Way's timing fantastic to crunch in towards Hookah now. We're looking at the rest of the site though. Oh, they're taking the TP on this. Trying to be slippery, but 19 seconds is
I was going to
risky.
say, yeah, there's a trip through the wall here, and a star in front of Showers still.
13 seconds. Not looking lucky at all as Westside denying the push up towards the site. Spike now looking a little lost in the source. Clark going to come in. The 2v3 ain't easy when Cloud is controlling the site. Happy Way. You need 4 here. Already got 2. Made it cross towards the site here early. Fabinho and Flickless. He's not being quiet. He's not being subtle. But that was damn close.
I mean, Happy Way actually stepped into the smoke ever so slightly there. You see they were waiting and waiting and waiting to try and bait out the push, hopefully force him into the open, but able to steady his nerves. See here, Raga is just a straight, get the hell out of dodge as soon as there's a kill through smoke here, but again, another trip that just causes so many issues on this late rotation towards Showers.
Nice.
There we go. Stability kicking in 3 successive rounds.
A little bit of a,
so important.
Course correction here from GIANTX. Ultimates looking pretty good for this cycle, actually. Ara just missing 1 for the showstopper. And XLG back down on lesser weapons.
They've been starting Ara over towards the speed side quite often, but a shot in the dark works wonders until the Bucky can get that close to you. So Raga answering back and opening up the A site. Now they might be... Oh, that's a big spot there.
Showers crunch again.
But this time it looks like they're already escaping from this. Drawing out the showstopper, sure. Not going to find much, but Raga left inserted on this side.
Yeah, Grabinho's got to go huge here on B. They still have the dog on long, they do, yeah.
Nice timing on the investment of that as well. Oh, this is really good. I thought he was still going to get one then, but really well managed by XLG to make it on this side. They've kept players busy, and Raga in the back lines is still doing work, taking away Cloud from that TP himself. So now Westside and Ara have to walk into the pit. What are you meant to do about this?
Tough to overcome with no utility here to really send out a fact finder. Looking for somebody on the outside of the pit, but don't think they're going to find anything.
They're getting no play on this one. No one's entertaining it. Raga, yeah, sitting up a bit closer. And no trade. A small opportunity looking like it's been dealt with. XLG showing some diversity in the approach then.
Didn't show up as a thrifty, but on a much lesser purchase here. Able to find something after conceding the first blood as well. I mean, again, yeah, what do you do, Flickless? Talking about maybe getting on the board here, but Fabinho very, very unlucky not to find this kill. No Man obviously solo here on long. Now will find themselves 7. GIANTX still comfortable in the purchase. There's still a couple of ultimates here to play with.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Ults on both sides. You're going to be hearing Coconut ripping that from the start. The answer,
Oh
Jesus, don't let the Counter-Strike frogs see this one. Oh God, XLG are already on the site. While Ara was still panicked on the pressure all along, they'd already taken the site itself. It was all-encompassing this, and Raga, devastating impact in his work. That Waylay looking good in his hands.
Absolutely beautiful execution here. Pushing everything towards the start of this round. That's West Side left in a 1v4 to try and recover a fifth here for GIANTX.
Didn't even let GIANTX have a chance to
No.
So pacey. West Side. Oh, man, so much to do. And I don't think he's given much play, is it? Oh, no. Oh, it's not how you want to end the half there, but 4-8. What a score for XLG, Mike.
Absolutely explosive. GIANTX, a few glimmers of hope here and there. Good string of rounds to make a recovery, but unfortunately can't bring it much closer.
XLG. Strength here, real strength in what they were doing at the end. Good to see life in GIANTX, but going to see a whole lot more than just that. 4 rounds.
He said himself, bro.
Ain't going to be enough to keep it alive, but you might have noticed during some of the crowd shots, we have a lot of fans here. Some of them are standing by, so we're going to hand it on over to Lou, who is standing by in the audience for an interview with some of those fans.
Et les fans GIANTX sont là day after day, showing up at the arena to reach for the GX boys. So the first question I wanted to ask you boys is, what is so special about this team? Why are you supporting them? Is it the organization? Is it one player specifically? Tell me about it.
I mean, GIANTX is like a family. That's what's special about it. We all feel like a family. We support all together, players, staff, fans. We are all connected in such a special way. And we feel the same about the team and the guys. We feel passion about the esports. And that's it. We support each other.
That's it, and we can see it for sure. Donc première question, qu'est-ce qui fait que vous soutenez GX? Est-ce que c'est un joueur en particulier? Est-ce que c'est le club? Eh bien, GIANTX, c'est comme une famille. Pour nous, on se soutient tous avec le staff, les joueurs, etc. Et je pense que ça se voit, indeed. And my second question is going to be about this match. We've seen the boys struggling, you know, a little bit on Vine. So which message do you want to tell the players here to, you know, cheer them up a little bit?
I just want to say that they have to be confident, hit your shots, have fun, of course, and most importantly, play together. Together, juntos. Let's go.
Vamos, indeed, of course. Donc deuxième question, on a vu les joueurs de GX qui galéraient un petit peu sur Bind. C'est quoi le message que tu as envie de leur envoyer? Garder la confiance, continuer de jouer ensemble et essayer aussi de viser la tête, ça peut être pas mal. Thank you so much, gracias. Thank you for joining me, boys. And we're gonna see if GX can take back their confidence on Bind.
Did you see the one Fnatic fan trying to get the camera shot?
Yeah.
With a Boaster t-shirt on.
Absolutely shameless.
Foul behaviour.
I will say, GIANTX, one of the best fan clubs to have out to the studio in Berlin.
That is true.
Always bring the noise. I
Very
think
much
actually
so.
reflected here from the interview. Did you have a chance to check in here with the Coinbase Econ report? Again, no surprises to see a couple of the XLG players really stretching ahead in that regard. And I mean, Happy Way having an explosive start. It was Raga to really set things in motion, but it's Happy Way to start delivering towards the midway in that first half.
And quietly, No Man not too far away from it either. He's having a very good performance here. That Sky looking quite nice in his hands too. But yeah, Happy Way to me is kind of like a slow burn, right? Just kind of getting to know him a little bit more as we go on, because it can't read.
That's tough.
Generally.
He bought his tickets 2 months ago to see Paper X, and he won't see him play. Does that mean he was expecting him in the lower bracket?
That's crazy. Fake
We
fan?
need a pick and check.
Plastic fans out here? Damn. Okay, so side swap in effect. There will be XLG on the defending side, GIANTX on the attack. I want to see what they look like when they're setting their own tempo now.
Slow start here, yeah, to get Showers control at least, so leaning towards a later A piece here. Still 3 members of XLG with an early rotation.
And looking at XLG really dedicated towards backside, not even really contesting front. It looks like they're actually trying to maybe walk it up now.
Walking showers.
Oh, this could be a really awkward timing for them, but actually works out quite well to at least fight off showers. They're really trying to double down on this, but they're being pinched. Happyway, the one to stay alive and deal out that extra touch of damage. And now Raga gets beheaded by Grubinho, leaving just Viva alive, and he was far away. He wasn't part of that initial A approach.
That's going to be Cloud that's probably going to pick this up. Let's see if we can dig him out of this awkward position.
Smoke's down.
Cloud actually baited out a little bit with that.
Fake smoke doing enough.
I mean, the smoke was on showers here.
Yeah.
So maybe just fully expecting that's the CT push for sure.
That's kind of sick. All right, you got another one of those, Viva? Let's see. He's smoking off the spike. Gonna invest Molly too. It's gonna force forward Aura. Yeah, I just think the time's a little late. Ah, nice try there. Aura though gonna catch him in the end, playing the time very well. And it felt like that was such a thin margin from kind of swinging one way or the other, right? We had this kind of like push up later with showers, but Aura was so quick to get behind him.
Yeah, credit to XLG to be so decisive in their approach to a 3-man stack on A, prioritizing showers, but Aura is in here so quickly.
Good job, guys.
With the backstab. Again, just paying no attention towards lamps. The immediate response comes from GIANTX.
I already want those wingman hats.
I mean, all the craze now. Benji Fisher doesn't want to hear you say that, though.
Huh?
Benji Fisher doesn't want to hear you say that, though.
Well, Benji ain't here right now. Yeah? Don't worry about it. He's fine. West side.
A ton of damage done through this smoke, by the way.
Like, relax. You had the ghost. The others take the wheel for a bit. Ah, Flickless. Going to be sent away, but
his problems continue. Flickless.
He's having a nightmare, isn't he? 3-11.
I mean, you see the way in which he was dying in the first half is not much for him to do in some of these rounds. No. We're tasked here with... was he heard? No, Raga doesn't seem to be looking this direction.
I really thought he would have heard those steps. Not the case. Hathaway really wants him dead, but GIANTX just playing as 5 basically. He's got the roaming pack plants in. It's good work. Not losing too much yet. Again, they can afford to lose 2. 2 of those ghosts there, one with Flickless, one with Westside. Otherwise, obviously, wanting to keep those Bulldogs in play. Supplement that bonus coming up as Viva. Well, I think we know how this one ends.
Yeah, with only a classic. Not sure he's going to have much of an opportunity here, but whether or not anybody from GIANTX is going forwards again, Cloud only has a pistol himself, so happy to go forwards and take an orb where he can, to be honest with you.
Ooh, Aura, I mean, he should win this fight, right? Right? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, got a little sketchy. A little sketchy, all good. And again, if you were worried, Cloud did drop off that Bulldog to West Side, so able to keep that in play regardless. It's all good. 6-8, the scoreline closing in now, getting much closer. Okay. I mean, must be nice to be West Side, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
One enemy remaining.
With a well-invested bonus here. Chance for GIANTX to replicate some of the success that XLG had to kick this map off.
Cloud is really close to that ult too.
Yeah.
Wow, he's been doing very well early on. Farming those ult orbs up.
I think that's why we see XLG challenging towards showers here, but Aura here so quickly with the pinch once more.
Aura just playing at 2 times speed of everyone else. Every time that XLG wants to get some pressure on showers, he is the problem behind them. And now, as the dust settles, it is a 4v4. Oh my
god.
Unconfirmed damage, but we know it's there.
Yeah.
Down to 40 HP on Aura. Post plant now in play.
Let's get out of that. I don't think he's got a safe corner, so has to wait for the orb to go up.
Down to 29. Dips back in. XLG do need to start trying to push back some of those more contested sides of this one. Westside was affected by this, hindered, slowed. Raga tapping the spike, trying to draw the util. It's Happyway finding the bodies, leaving Cloud and Aura standing, but time is the factor here. Cloud, I don't think he can do this one alone here, but the fly in, the time. No way.
Oh my god.
You don't see that often.
I was like, he's got it.
I thought he had it.
I mean, we couldn't see the spike, but it still felt like there was enough time there. The util right down to the millisecond.
Was it 0.01? Oh,
I mean, it almost looked like he had it from his POV.
I know.
No.
They got baited. It's like, yeah, meant that. All good.
So bonus converted here
Damn.
in nail-biting fashion for GIANTX. But 3 on the board. Ults now again, Cloud, the one that we were talking about, but Ara also has his showstopper now.
Raga has a Vandal though. So, hold on.
There.
Said it.
Look at the progress outside Hookah, though.
Yeah.
Happy Way's got himself into such a weird spot.
I guess no one's policing it early, but it looks like there was a glance for... Oh. Do you remember what I said about Raga with that Vandal?
Oh, I just found out.
Oh, no. Happy way. How is Cloud in that? But they now know, right? So they can rotate Raga over, because it kind of is escort the VIP. Can we set him up? They still have a couple of sheriffs, but by all accounts, aside from that, it's not too much. Plant is in. Coconut, what? What is that? It's meant to be Raga! He's the one to close the account, but they did the damage! How have they done that?
That's another round. GIANTX, again, this year have looked so good in terms of anti-ecos.
Yeah.
Big credits in their fundamentals. XLG repeating success here on a lesser purchase.
Oh, hitting the nuts.
Enemy remaining. Don't miss me too much.
That's absolutely wild from XLG to find their first in the second half
And it
here.
breaks the money of
Yeah,
GX.
yeah. Well, because everyone died on the bonus, right? So it's a reinvestment there in round 16.
That's outstanding. And like half of that I want to kind of put in towards Happy Way able to push out of, I guess it was through Hookah and just tuck it into that corner. Good info, good rotation, great start. I mean, bloody hell, here we go, Raga.
Second time
carry it
Gravino's
on.
caught there.
But look, Ara doing what we know, but this time they're going to push further. Raga learning on the job, basically. But GIANTX going to once again work out a plan, but to try and defend this with only those sheriffs, that Stinger, not going to be easy. They're going to need something. That was a great tag from Cloud.
A ton of damage done, actually.
It's a little jiggle peek from the dog. All good. Coconut having confidence now in these peaks here. Flying back through West Side, still going to light up the kill feed with that sheriff.
Man.
But there's no escaping. There's no way out for West Side. Cloud can't do enough himself, and it's 3 players. Flickless can't do a thing. XLG, it looked like GIANTX had the cure. They had the thing they needed to pull this game back. But last couple of rounds.
Yeah, the time is just off here for Gravino. Like I said, it's the second time he's caught out on the back of that gravity launch towers.
Yeah.
West Side, you can see their hands off the keyboard. It's such a brutal combo between Viva and Raga. XLG, double digits now on the back of 2 retakes. Operator in hand now for Raga.
Are they up to something? Mike, I think they're up to something.
Might be a crunch on the back of the dog here.
Hello.
Trades there, though.
Cloud, quick enough to trade it out, you're right. So, big investment for that, but again,
it's
that damage.
Gravino down first.
Gruby's having a brutal game, man. He's
Yeah,
having a tough
between
one.
Grubby and Flickless as certainly not able to get themselves into this opening map.
And it looks like Curiosity is peaking for Noman as well. Very close by to potentially recheck it, and now he's got support from Coconut. Are they looking to lay play on this? They are. And they're trying to play in Flickless on GIANTX's side, but they've seen enough here. This still feels like it's going to be building towards that B site. Happy Way trying to stall out long, but they're very deep on this already. They certainly have. Noman needs to get Ara out of this corner, but he can't do it. He does manage to take down Flickless though, but Ara and West Side from the grave, able to deal with Coconut there, leaving just Viva alive. Now, the positioning ain't bad. Deciding to let Wingman do his job. Take a gamble. Finally denies Molly towards long. This is nice.
30
This
seconds
isn't
left.
an easy position for them, but they have the numbers. Viva now, having a check, has a look, has a kill. Cloud again, these trades, Mike, they are key.
Viva again tasked with an awkward situation, decides to deny the plant, try and lock them out. Allows GIANTX to stack up for a 2v1. Oh yeah, Westside just caught. As soon as he crests that corner, they get a trade on himself. But another on the board here. Within 2 on this opening map. Do you have the divide here for Grabinho? Flickless the next closest for the pit. On the other side we have Happyweight and Coconut. Gee, look as if they're happy to stack up once more.
A mistake on the Boombot, though, actually allows XLG to make a play like this! Devastating off the smallest error on that! Yeah. A fumble creates such a profound moment for XLG, and that spike left alone to be recovered, yes, by Westside, but it might be damage done by this point. Already Happyway tucked into this corner. Not going to see the cross from Grabinho, but we'll see Flickless.
A chance to split this angle potentially from Grabinho, but just losing one now. We'll find the response, but brings it to a 2v4 here for Grubby and Westside. Will come in, just Viva trailing here. No man almost just needs to wait this out.
No man doesn't need to do too much about this. Hold the position, keeps it somewhat secure. They can then process of elimination where the others currently sit. Raga puts his body on the line for that look, draws out Grabinho, but in the meantime it's Westside who falls, and this looks too simple. XLG. I love what we saw there. Yeah. Quick, decisive, made the most of that moment.
I got to say it as well, Raga picking up where he left off the other day. You see the confidence now just brimming for him. And he's opened up a my God.
Game by game, this guy.
So sharp.
I don't even know if the Boomball would have made all of that much of a difference, but you can see the frustration. You can see the annoyance on that one. Are not happy about it, but still credit to XLG, given just that small opportunity, and look what they do with it. Looking to exploit that further with the Outlaw up against this very broken purchase. It's going to be Ara with the Phantom to try and be an instigator of change. Making that walk up. On the other side, Happyway waiting. There will be no man towards long. Flash should confirm. The pacing here, Mike, looks quite quick.
Yeah. Going to try and catch somebody off guard. Ara not going to be able to catch Happyway ahead of the pit, though.
Oh my God. He's looking for him. Ara, blind shot, but it works. No man in the meantime does catch Cloud for the back and forth trade. Raga head first into this, tries to clear through, turns around, finds him! Grabinho has had his number read the whole game. But a 3v3, good chance for GIANTX here. Time on their side.
Ara will be traded out here. A 2v2 now, Flickless and Westside. A Vandal and a Stinger. Try and convert this. Raga taking his sweet time on long.
Got to get going now, though. That clock is going to start ticking. The time determining the outcome potentially here. Flickless going to find Raga, leaving Viva with nothing to do, really. He knows it as well. Timing that save. GIANTX scrapping their way back into this game. Pushing up another round. Keeping that scoreline at least in a respectable area.
Great way to navigate through the pit as well. I think it's actually only the drop off top site that gives Ara an idea of what's going on here.
Lovely mastercard thrifty there from them.
I think the pace change, maybe just catch one person off guard, but GIANTX actually able to stick the landing in terms of site control. Maybe a little frustrating to watch that one play out, but credit to GIANTX making that purchase work.
Yep. Scrappy team, gritty team.
Well, they might continue with this pace, Lauren.
I'm down for it. Maybe that's what they think is the answer. Commitment behind again. Ara, first man forward. Clears through up towards Lamps. Mosh can be sent in to try and stall the plant. Dizzy up top. GIANTX clear backside, but they haven't cleared site itself. Shower's still a question mark. Trybox still a question mark. It gets cleared. Plant now in, and then the Viper's pit on top.
Double flank, though. See already Cloud looking back this way, but can have his hands full. Happyway the first to fall. Seeker's invested, no man will trade.
Yeah, a little ambitious to try and clear those Seekers here, and here comes the crunch. Ara trying to make sure he keeps this space safe. No man, brave in approach. And now GIANTX starting to dwindle in numbers. Ara still digging deep here. Still has to try and hold on. It's all on Viva again. And once again, GIANTX in these scrappy rounds. Resilient to the final two.
Decay brings Viva all the way down to 26 HP. As soon as the pit drops, he's left with no safety net whatsoever, Lauren. GIANTX desperate to continue with this tempo. Will be rewarded for it. Again, the flank coming through very, very early on. Very unfortunate for Raga not to find that one. Again, the near sight actually taking effect as well on Ara.
Broken the money. Got Bucky's. Oh, Stingers now. 2 Vandals, 2 Sheriffs. A precarious position for both sides and a catch. Only a second, but does he get close down? And he does! GIANTX again, this pace. Unforgiving. Coconut investing that Dizzy instantly. That panic coming into effect.
Yeah.
Fast flank on the way again.
A little bit lazy from Raga because the recall's actually set up all the way on the back of the barrier. GIANTX disrespecting where Grubinho has fallen previously. A happy way here. Very early on, but it's only a stinger. He's got to close the gap a little bit to make this work.
New pathing this time though. We've seen it traditionally going through that standard way on the flank. Cloud managed to do that 1-for-1 trade last time. He's opting for showers as the positioning actually deny on the plant. That's big. There's the strike as well. Flicker's going to fall, but Happy Way has been caught. Westside taking no prisoners here, and rightly so, because in the meantime, Viva is doing this. 2 big picks, putting Cloud and Westside right into the crosshairs. Still, it's only Cloud, and Viva's had a round. 4 kills. He's been last alive so often. This time, able to get across the line.
Another light buy. The XLG are able to win out. I mean, Viva just goes huge here. You see here the stun, perfect synergy of the utility here.
Oh, that's magic from Viva though.
Westside a victim of his own util. But what a round. GIANTX will call a timeout here as XLG punch the 12th on the board.
What's the money going to be like? I'm trying to have a little glimpse here. I don't think it's great for GIANTX.
No, for GIANTX. I mean, it looks as if they're toying with the idea of just rounding out with Sheriffs for the time being, but we do have Grubinho and Cloud's ultimate. Nobody else close. For the side of XLG, obviously going to be looking much healthier. But yeah, that's scary. Was that the 3rd or 4th time now where they've lightly invested a Stinger, a Sheriff, maybe one hero rifle, and they've looked more comfortable in some of these lighter purchases. And this is when GIANTX have actually taken control of the pacing, the tempo, the early rounds.
And I have to highlight, Happy Way's passing that time, a little bit of variation on it, hugely rewarded. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And it is Raga and Happy Way top of the board. Viva now starting to get, it's a
Viva
team
quietly,
effort.
by the way, has crept up towards, well, it's 18, 19, 20 at the top of the board for XLG, but he's had a couple of killer rounds.
Oh, he absolutely has, but GIANTX not down, not out. They've got to make this work. Cloud has ult, Grubinho has ult. They tried to supplement this buy with whatever they could. Bulldogs here, Phantom of Vandal there. A little bit of chip early on too. Worrying when it's on the players who have the weaponry.
Yeah.
Do they then try and filter this out potentially? You're looking at light shields on the others.
XLG have started 4A. Again, there's not necessarily a clear indicator as to the setup, but GIANTX seem to have sniffed it out already. Conscious of a TP crunch. Divide, going to be invested here.
Dog. Gonna spot a little bit. No man, how do you want to play this though? You can't stand against 3 on long. There's still too much util, so sits into the cubby but tries to pick his poison.
Oh, Grubinho's got him!
There's no way Grubinho gets that. Cloud now should be the knife in the back. And he is good for 1, but then there's a quick trade. But it's down to the players with the rifles now, Mike.
An opportunity to reset on site. Get themselves tucked in here. Ara going to be the one to hold down the fort. towards Coconut, but this pressure through Hookah has to be dealt with.
Yeah, too long. One side. That's the kind of post plant they've had to opt for here. The smoke's going to allow for the drop down from XLG. Does time well here. Aura then double checks west side, shows him why he can hold this, but it's Happy Way. That time, he's still got a little bit to play with, but not masses. 2 kills. A wild shot, but he's been caught. GIANTX just need to play this right. Play this calm. Oh no! Happy Way. You don't get that one. Flickless, it's been quiet, but a key kill to get them up to 11.
And making that trip work now on the other side of the coin. Get that Hookah dropout. So brutal. A crucial kill from Gravino as well. You see he's caught off guard. This pinch, even though it's dealt with, Cloud got his one. Trim the fat a little bit.
Let's go. Does it break the buy back, or how's their money looking for XLG?
I mean, XLG are fairly comfortable. It's going to be Viva that's going to be struggling. Just a Bucky to bring into this, but actually, yeah, Happy Way on a judge.
See how close this has been. Guardian still for Gravino too.
Last round of regulation, throw everything into this one. Nothing in the form of ultimates here, so fairly vanilla in terms of opportunities here for both teams. GIANTX again planting the seed, get themselves set up for potentially a TP rotate.
Very patient here from GIANTX, actually a very different tempo. We saw them kick upper gear, shift gear previous to this point, but they are going to the 3-play site, which does worry me slightly. That judge is very proficient, playing out by lamps. Once again, plan to clear it. You can't just run in like that. Happy Way gets the upgrade and gets away, stalls him out. Raga's going to see the rest, and he gets a couple of shots as well. But a chip towards Aura, but the plant is now in. Man advantage to XLG. Aura trying to even that up by removing Raga. Swing back side. GIANTX fighting as one, leaving just Viva and Nomad, and Viva was the one with that judge. Wait, also does have a classic.
That damage onto Cloud.
Pop flash. He actually fakes the flash, allows him out. That's nice. But do they still clear the position? It looks like they will. Viva has. Wait, it's a 2v2. They can smoke this spike. This isn't comfortable. This could be...
LOS.
Wait, Mike, I'm worried.
What's this?
I'm worried. No man is still here. Vulnerable, though, in a 1v1 now. Gravino down on just that Guardian. But the time is ticking. No man goes for the swing, but the time is surely too late. We're going out of here all the way through.
Tied up here, forcing overtime. GIANTX feels like clinging to life here, but able to get this one across the line, Lauren.
And it felt close, man.
Manic exchange.
God, the fight backside, that is such a bold call to make.
And
right?
this is where GIANTX have looked fantastic this year in terms of synchronized fundamentals. Certainly making a display here.
Oh, I was excited. Damn. OT.
OT it is.
Love OT.
And a chance for maybe both teams to catch their breath.
behave.
On top of that.
No, that's not, that can't be right.
The words that shan't be spoken.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't want to hear a word.
I mean, it's usually a celebration. Somebody spilled a drink somewhere.
I think it's like a stood up,
earphones out.
Earphones out.
Yep.
But all good.
Short and sweet.
Just how we like it.
Just a teaser for you.
12-12. Now, starting this one out, it will be XLG on the attack and GIANTX defending first. Oh man, this is heating up. I gotta say as well, if you're XLG, what you eye up? Going to that B side felt foul up against West side.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it really is. Again, one thing for West side as well on the deadlock, he's so good at just minor adjustments to the setup.
Look at Aura with Cloud. Push pretty deep on this. I haven't seen them start like that in a minute.
Maybe a puff of the chest. GIANTX starting to posture up a little bit.
Oh no.
I mean,
This
he's
feels
got
like
company.
a disaster in the making. Or potentially a miracle in the making. It depends which side you're coming from. But Aura will wait. Rubinho helps him, trains his eyes on the first, finds a second. Oh! It is a blender of bodies. GIANTX at the helm of it, leaving just No Man alive, and that bold call, that bravery to play up in OT. As you said, a bit of posturing, but God, did it work.
No Man to try and recover. West side there to shut it down and take the first OT. Put themselves one round ahead and a chance to close out the first map of this series. XLG's pick, don't forget that.
Good reminder. GIANTX, the times you've talked about this, the slow start,
enemy remaining.
give them a bit of time. Don't believe what you see in those first, what, 8 rounds.
Nice! Thank you.
You never really see that, and again, coming back to the same discussion around the lighter purchases and how hyper-aggressive GIANTX like to be in thrifty rounds. Again, they never usually make many switch up. When they're playing from behind, you never see them kind of back into their shells. They're still so keen to take the fight to their opponents, throw them off balance, and really be a spanner in the works effectively, which is, well, summarizes their performance in the EMEA this year in general.
Yeah, it certainly does. XLG's timeout here, you can see Coach there, mostly the one kind of leading the conversation. And for XLG, it's been a good game from them. I don't think I can really discredit that.
No, I feel like we're kind of in the same boat we were versus Sentinels the other day. XLG stepping up to the plate here, like I said, playing with a bit more freedom in terms of secondary pressures. Raga, certainly, I mean, I don't want to say a full transformation, but looking way more comfortable. Not just confident, but comfortable going forward.
Looks like a new man to my eyes, I'll say it. I wasn't on board the Raga hype train until I've seen him now start to hit this form. You saw the regional upswings, but it's all about that big stage for me.
You've got to translate that to a global.
And it certainly looks like he is, but he's not there yet on the other side. Aura sitting in the limelight now with a lead of 13-12.
And don't forget, Aura, somebody who's been under scrutiny for, big stage games and having that on-stage performance. Currently 24-19 here at Paris. Certainly the driving force in map 1 here for GIANTX.
Very much so. And again, you looked at the beginning, he wasn't having a highlight game.
No, certainly
that
not,
operator out, started to slowly climb back. From that point onwards, he's become pretty damn filthy.
Yeah, the catalyst for him for sure. Flash does catch outside B. Still.
Nice.
Deep insertion here towards Showers for West Side and 2 players over towards Short. So expecting the TP crunch once more. Haven't drawn a rotation though.
Launching smoke.
Okay, back through. Nice molly. Good stall. Viva. We'll try and play his life well here. The rest of the team sitting a bit deeper back towards CT, opting to give up some of the site.
Oh, hang on. Viva stuck in there? No, he's got the stim down, so able to break himself out of there pretty quickly, but a full 5v5. Not GIANTX's comfort zone by all means.
No, welcome to the mess. It's about to get hectic. Dizzy goes up, that kind of indicates those first couple of steps of playing this back through is going to begin, but it's Aura they're going to meet first with Flickless. Over towards that Lamb's push out, Flash comes in, doesn't affect him. West side, Aura, back-to-back damage, pops the ult to buy the time. Dissuade a push-up, finds another body to drop. Exceptional form from Aura. As Happy Way, who was a highlight initially, dead and buried. It's 14 for GIANTX. The slow start happened again, but an explosive finish to map 1.
Absolutely. GIANTX looking phenomenal here in terms of the claw back in on Bind. We'll be right back after this break.
Now that I'm a mom, things are different. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Love that for me.
with Valorant.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
Alpha in behind one. There's the shorty. And Alpha goes crazy. They've all battled through the pressure and expectation. Heretics have come back all the way.
Finally, we won. Finally.
Yeah. Let's go.
Harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment. Voulez-vous coucher? Amour et passion, cœur et sentiment. Romance, affection, partage et harmonie. Vivre et désir. Harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment. Voulez-vous coucher? Voulez-vous coucher? Harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment. Voulez-vous coucher?
Jen here with Pipston of GIANTX. Incredible resilience from GIANTX. Congratulations on that map. Well, a bit of a struggle to kind of adjust to the timing of XLG. So how much of a challenge was pacing for you guys?
To be honest, I don't think that the problem was pacing that much. It was mostly the opposite one, that we were like doing too many things which we shouldn't do. So, but we managed after the timeout to speak about what we shouldn't do and how we should treat them, like because we played team with a like similar style before.
So I was just reminding them that, like, okay, guys, this is the team we played already against, like, similar. I just want you to do pretty similar way of how we beat them.
Well, next up is Ascent. You guys have great memories there, especially with Aura and Flickless, right? So what are your expectations for map 2?
To be honest, no expectations. We will see how it goes. It's just like, if you want to win, you just play game by game. You will see how it goes, and that's it. No expectations.
Thank you for your insights. Best of luck.
GIANTX not losing map 1? What is this feeling? We could get used to this.
I definitely could, especially the way that map went. It was so exciting to see. The XLG started off so strong on the map. We thought that maybe they had their number.
Yeah, and speaking of starting strong, we saw Coconut with a great HyperX reflex here in round 16, and Mimi, they kind of let this slip away from them.
This is XLG's game to win. They got a bonus conversion in the first half. We're up 8-4 going in, and even in the second half, after losing their own bonus, they had amazing opportunities like this round where Coconut hits these 2 kills in towards U-Haul, and they end up winning this eco round. They won at least 2 ecos in that half, but despite all of these heroics, it was still GX to win out, and I think a lot of the credit to it, I honestly want to give to Westside. I love the way that he was playing with this deadlock. I think that he had great ideas with the net to set Aura up to get a lot of these opening picks, and their post spawns were also so good with this composition.
The walls were great. The ultimates, so many deadlock ultimates that we see going into nowhere. This actually had an impact in the game. So love the fact that we got to see it to the overtime. Happy way, but also amazing. And I wanted to speak about Rarga because we were highlighting him before going into the game. Him on the whale here, especially on the defense, and the round that we just showed. It all started off with him getting aggressive, then just going back. Something that the agent is going to allow for yourself. Could have gone out either way.
Well, we heard what Pipson had to say already, so let's send it back down and see what Coach Havoya had to say ahead of map 2.
Jen here with XLG's Havoya. Havoya, now we saw Rarga shifting over to Waylay from the race. What's the plan to outpace GIANTX today?
In case that he plays Waylay, it's nothing specific. We already used it before. It just depends on him. Whatever he prefers to play, he just take it. So just we let him play Waylay because he's being more confident in it. And today's plan is show the confidence. For me, it's like more confident team gonna win. Thank you.
So showing the confidence will be very important, right? What do you think you guys need other than the confidence in map 2? Because we really want to see that triple sentinels on Lotus too.
I think we should bring the energy from the first half of the map because we started really well on bind, and then when we switch to defense, we start to be locked in too much. We start giving too much space. So I think we should jump back and just take the fights.
Okay, thank you for your insights. Best of luck.
He's right. They did have a terrific start. You know, I want to give a lot of credit to Viva as well. If he had a really good understanding. The ultimates were amazing. But Ascent is where I get very nervous for them because GX have been really, really good here.
They just beat Paper X, the de facto best team at this tournament on this map. And Aura was incredible on the first map of this series. He's going on to Ascent, where he plays the Jet, where he was outstanding against Paper Rex. Look at the side of XLG.
No more chamber. For the Jet. All right.
Where's the chamber? Where's the Vice? They're absolutely gone, and we're just going to see the mirror. Have we gone back a couple of years ago? We had evolved from this, guys.
Is
we
this
had
2021?
Yeah.
I do like, though, Flickless doesn't have to play Viper anymore. I think he had a really terrible time.
But he recovered a lot, to be fair. Like, he started that first half that Havoya was speaking about was terrible for Flickless. My man was going when you're defending with Viper going down first is definitely something that you do not want to see on your team. But focusing on this Ascent, GIANTX starting on the attack, I expect the same level of aggression on both of the side. And it's so important, Mimi, that you're bringing up Ara because he's the king here.
Big pressure for Shilai Gaming. They let map 1 slip. It's a young team, and this is their last chance.
It is, but for GX, they are on the cusp of qualifying for their first playoffs as well. So let's send it back to game with Pansy and Hyper.
Thank you, analysts. And you're right, there is a lot on the line here for these two. The opportunity to walk into the playoffs. A very, very exclusive club of teams have made that there. So this would be a huge statement if GIANTX could do it now in 2. Now we get to see Aura on that Jet, but on the other side, Raga doing the same.
Yeah, and sorry, just to carry on from that as well, but we see Flickless back onto probably the most comfortable agent that he does play. I think it's been the cornerstone of where he's made a name for himself in EMEA at least, so certainly a concern if you were looking at map 1's performance here to see him back on the KO for Ascent. Certainly The head-to-head will be Raga and Ara. Both had explosive map ones.
Yeah, look at the tempo, though, coming up towards Market. Ara straight through. Not really that dissuaded by any of that presence shown yet. So already a slip back towards site from XLG.
Flicker's going to send nade forwards as well. Clear off.
Oh, that's
Paranoia will
nice.
catch as well.
Oh, look how all-encompassing that site hit is. Absolutely stunning. Viva can do nothing about that. I'm so impressed with that. The nade towards back right of Boathouse, then that lovely little swing of that Paranoia coming through as well. Really well executed plan by GIANTX.
Will be a flawless with Cloud to close it out. Confident start here to the second map. Again, GIANTX always looking deadly in pistols. Usually West Side that takes the limelight there, but
I love this. It's where you meant to play. Happy Ways blind. Viva may be able to sit a bit deep, but then you're on your own.
Yeah, beautiful coverage in terms of the utility here. Ton of pressure towards those site players.
Even the fact that Grubinho then can just focus that fight towards the back of site, easily clear it out. He knows what's accessible and what's not. I'm really impressed, and Flickless already off to a good start. You said it as well. A comfort agent for him. Going to start seeing him maybe have a little bit more individual impact now with that in mind. But similar pace right up middle.
Yeah. Almost rinse and repeat here. Happy Way going to be called upon once more alongside Viva. Ara with a slow clearance. The dart sent out here, but dealt with quickly. Paranoia comes through. Actually, a rare miss from Ahara with the scope.
And Raga showing what you can do on the other side as well. So taking out Grubinho, and about the minute mark, that's pretty good damage.
Yeah, and the fact is, Ara actually taken down to 20. It's going to certainly slow things down even further for GIANTX.
Oh, the glass cannon. This is the fight you want. A safe little body shot for Ara will do the damage. Noman, though, going to at least be able to pick up the weapon. Filter it back through, but it feels a bit of like a poison chalice, because Ara, do you feel brave enough to go back in for more? I mean, they got a tag, but tag ain't going to be enough.
Viva, does he spot anybody? Just missing the timing here with a couple of squishy members of GIANTX.
Here we go, though. Little classic in the right place. And sadly, you couldn't quite find the right target. Ended up being kind of Flickless to take most of that fight, and then Ara the one to close it down.
Going to cycle out the plant to Ara as well, because he's already pretty close to that Blade Storm. Expect him to maybe even throw the weapon across and go hunting for this final kill or death. But yeah, Viva, classic in hand, not going to have much to say in round two.
Yeah. Great start for GIANTX, though. You look at confidence, right? After that very slow beginning on bind, which is somewhat to be expected.
It is. Take nothing away from that. The conversation coming here to Champions is GIANTX have almost done the unthinkable. Now we're here. Can they kind of silence those nerves? We've got to be under a ton of pressure. I mean, this is one veteran in the form of Cloud surrounded by basically rookie experience.
Yeah. And it is a different atmosphere, and you're not playing against the teams you're so familiar with and the play style.
Yeah,
that you
tendencies change up, protocols change, even just those tiny timings can switch up, but that's where credit goes to GIANTX in terms of the fundamentals, in terms of really working on the synergy. We'll actually catch a headshot there around the corner. Looked like on the replay.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, can't sing their praises enough this year, but you certainly want to see them progress, that's for sure.
And by my eye, the fact that they're already fighting for that playoff spot here, they're doing it. It's a meteoric rise to form for them. On the other side, XLG now with their first real purchase coming in. And it is lacking in some areas. Those Guardians will be a little bit of a detriment, as Ara once again willing to brawl on middle. This is relentless aggression right up the gut. So, no man, that's a bold swing. Does get one man down, but the exchange of space comes through.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, Coconut on a bit of an island. There's not going to be a ton of pressure coming his way. And going to tuck himself into wine, actually. So potential to cause some late round problems for GIANTX. We're still just going through the motions, trying to isolate engagements.
And I like the awareness there as well. With Westside falling, you can see Cloud already considering, okay, are they going to try and push maybe an extremity? Are they taking space towards B main? Not the case, but caution is being displayed. It's Raga looking to be played in, not maybe, I guess, the cam yet. So as soon as that gets contact, but the paranoia should have affected Raga, and it has. Very well considered again, but it's Viva's impact that can't be underestimated. Slicing through them from CT, and Cloud's options become nil.
Maybe a chance to catch Coconut on short, but 20 seconds left. The plant's going to be tough.
I like this though, because you're going to hear some of these steps as well.
Oh, yeah.
Coconut, well positioned, even if it gets checked on. There were so few options for Cloud. He had to go on that sort of tempo and pace to try and get the plant in. So very well handled in the end. Got to say it, Viva.
Yeah, another big round from him. Shutting down this crunch towards market. And whether or not XLG are going to consider really trying to slow this push up through mid, because Raga's been, I think in the previous, forced out by utility and then tucking in, playing anti-flash off the camera here. But again, if GIANTX can draw that first blood, that's when they try and find these favorable engagements, right? A 2v1, a 3v1 potentially somewhere. West side. Trying to get something done here.
B-main's being fought for this time.
Yeah.
Seeing them much more active in taking a fight on this, putting Westside right through his paces, and he's been a fantastic player, but he's feeling that pressure of a deeper challenge now, and there it is. But Raga strikes. He strikes accurately. So Westside removed again. A tough beginning for him. The want for GIANTX to re-clear this space is high.
Oh, yeah, GIANTX actually stacking up behind this first blood. Still 3 players semi-committed here. Up towards B main. Ooh, Viva just on a cheeky little off angle. Paranoia will only catch on to Raga though.
Raga's been blinded so often in this. Oh, nice shot though towards Ara. And a little bit of a staggered approach from GIANTX, and brilliance from Raga. It's Flickless alone here. And little by little, XLG getting a bit of a... Okay, a little bit of a heads up there from Flickless, but
And
still.
yeah, been credited him, but slightly off on the timing there. I think it's actually Flickless's flash that catches on lane.
It looked like it.
Was it Grabinho, I think, over first contact there?
Might be. Because he was having to wide run
Yeah.
that. And again, the fact that no one was able to kind of fill that space quickly enough to get a quick trade on it, you know, it's as diligently as you'd hope, making the best of a bad situation. You're going to probably see it maybe here. There's the flash, and yeah, I do think you're right.
One enemy
Eaten
remaining.
by Groovy.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen GIANTX kind of rely on that a number of times, but they're usually tucked against that wall. Let's get ever so slightly off here in terms of this B site take. GIANTX. Sheriffs and a stinger here for Ara. Just one away from the Blade Storm, so, well, got it now, but won't be able to invest it here, but West Side.
There was a smoke there, wasn't there?
Maybe a ping on the minimap that he's found that wall bang, but can't get the upgrade. TP gonna be... I was gonna say cancel at the last second here. It's drawn Viva deeper. He is still on an island. Some utility from Happy Way to overcome though.
That 3K still in my mind. Viva was great for that. Can't quite find him with the Aldrone either. GIANTX trying to imply it's going to be this B finish, but I'm seeing that spike on the move.
Perfect timing on the knife though from No Man.
I like this mid slip though. That's really nice from Westside, punishing the rotation. Another slip through from GIANTX, punishing the positioning from XLG step by step. And the spike's still cautious because they know there's probably another man here.
Grabinho conscious where this last player towards A is.
Could put his life on the line to try and find out. Safe plant.
I mean, yeah, no reason to really commit towards this L clearance just yet, but Westside, actually he's got a second.
Okay, Grabinho had to get in on that. It felt like only half the players were aware there was a potential of someone in hell.
I mean, they can tuck behind Jin. There's no reason to go towards the switch there, but Viva now on a 1v2.
Not impossible. No armor and Flickless. Barely a touch on Grabinho. Viva still has that dart. I think he did. The barrel just ahead of it, and the Mastercard thrifty for them, but I got nervous on site.
Yeah. Like I said, the first couple of players from GIANTX commit towards the front of Jen, knowing, I guess Grabinho relaying that information that...
Just inside that edge of the smoke.
You can see the reaction as well, like, wait. It's here so quickly. But again, it's the second kill from West Side in mid that draws the eyes of Noman. Again, GIANTX in a position to capitalize immediately.
We got knives for days on both sides.
Revealing area.
Raga and Ara, both with them now. Ara last time, I think, just kind of got, I don't want to say spammed out.
Was it through smoke? It
kind of looked like it,
It was
right?
on the cross into main, yeah. I think he tried to avoid the knife. Coconut set up with a paranoia here to potentially slow things down, but no command popped. West Side's found an opener.
They're doing so well at these side takes. That 3-2 split is so well done. It was up against Sheriff, so harder to make it count, but still simple stuff for GIANTX. Not looking phased by this so far, as Cloud's position should be rewarded. It is. Raga a little sloppy. Trying to play back in through middle, and Cloud just taking that skip ahead. Oh, but he does get tagged, so an opportunity made. For the rest, to try and get back on the site, feels like the impossible task.
Yeah, Viva, unfortunately, down to 29 here. Does get the upgrade, Noman. Also, rifle in hand for him. I think probably just going to give this one up now. Great usage of the null command, but again, it's West Side up short so quickly. Somebody from XLG has to plug this hole.
And I do wonder if there's going to be an earlier timeout now for XLG, because as much as it is only, what, 4-2, I feel like GIANTX has started to get a nice tempo running this and a nice read.
Sure, and I guess the discussion on the back of that, considering rounds 1 to 3, where GIANTX are very, very eager to take market space, that's where there's now a gap towards short. Investing a second player towards that mid-hold. GIANTX now capitalizing on that.
Eyes down.
So maybe slight adjustment to be made. But whether or not it's Viva and his util to kind of pick up the slack there, but I mean, it's Coconut and Raga both punished from that now. GX, we're going to flip the script altogether, potentially.
First time we've seen such a direct approach if they continue on this pathing. And it looks like they want to. There it is, away we go. Already, look at this. It's picture perfect, but slicing in between them is Viva again. Can't over-deliver now as Aura on a test. Spots him. He absolutely saw Noman, but he can't deal with him. Oh, 3 back. Noman standing his ground, leaving Westside in the 1v2.
And a chance to maybe recover the spike, but certainly not comfortable. You can see XLG considering the lurk. Does Noman go forwards here? It's actually going to come out. Westside didn't have his gun out.
Oh my god, that was
That could have been a
disaster.
freebie.
Yeah. This side.
I have retrieved the spike.
Feels uncomfortable to watch almost.
They're going to wrap him though. Westside, considering the possibility, no way they line up here.
No, Westside. Again, these steps might be just the tune to his death. The funeral march out on the way, but it's Noman. That 3K then, just slicing between that secondary line coming up. Just perfect.
What damage did Ara actually do with the, I mean, beautiful stuff with the knives. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the second doesn't even look like it even registered. Still very healthy. Yeah, kicking himself about that one.
I mean, he did what he could, right? Goes in with the shorty.
Yeah.
Need someone else there with him on it. Raga.
This might be the answer for the short pressure.
Oh my god, look at that deep paranoia. Stalled out though. Raga can't do quite what he wanted. Has to rescind away from this mid push.
Now, can they capitalize quick enough? Already 2 players here from XLG and a third in market. Make that 4.
Trips are in play this time though, and actually going to catch Ara. Yeah, they've pushed them a little further forward. Westside has slipped into this, just about being able to dodge the Hunter's Fury. But XLG are on site. They're holding this space. Flickless with the removal of Raga might open up a chance, but it's still a man to the good for XLG. Hold on, Flickless. You got 2 more. Ooh, they almost lined up.
Getting a little more chaotic now, Lauren. XLG happy to stand toe-to-toe with GIANTX in terms of his pace shift. Yeah, Ara unfortunately just eaten alive on the dash out here. There's the response.
One enemy.
GIANTX taking liberties up short.
Come on, boys, come on, nice hold.
All tied up 4 apiece now. Ultimates-wise, Coconut and Happy Way for XLG. Nothing on the cards just yet for GIANTX, and a couple of rifles. Cloud and Flickless on a Sheriff.
And a switch from Happy Way's utility too, investing it over towards A. We saw the impact that it had on Ara just in that last round. Paranoia here. Gonna hear this util coming. Gonna certainly hear Ara on the way. Gotta still the nerves on that one, and Coconut does! The second! Heaven sent! Thought Westside could have gone on a tear, not to be, and there are those trips. That versatility, absolutely perfect again. XLG finding their rhythm.
Beautiful read of the game as well, knowing that GIANTX are going to continue almost this strat roulette approach that GIANTX love to play around with. And you're right, Cypher utility paying dividends for them. Somehow, I was going to say, Westside responds here with both kills. Straight. Oh.
Dreamy stuff there. Absolutely lovely.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Get a little fired up. Fired up in the corner. Okay, timeout for GIANTX. And it was something that was quite interesting from Pipson, kind of saying that it was a stylistic reminder of some of the previous teams they played of how to mentally approach XLG. And that's what got them back on bind. So I do wonder now what the call is in this.
I think we've seen GIANTX really, again, to start, I remember having this discussion with you. It's like, right, let's look for some map wins. Again, we've talked at length about their, proficiency in terms of maximizing what they can achieve in EMEA. But the fact they've gone from strength to strength, and now we're seeing kind of the development of how they want to play the game versus, like we said, playing against familiar opponents, right? Yeah. So really switching up with, I mean, looking back on Bind, their willingness to not allow things to get to a post plant, right? They're happy to throw 2, potentially 3 people on the line just to thin the numbers.
Yeah.
And then rely on some of the more clutch scenarios for people like Cloud, people like Westside to really, really shine. I think that we're starting to see them really actually hit another gear in terms of fundamentals, in terms of synergies, and again, the mechanics outside of that, I think GIANTX have just impressed on all of those fronts, to be honest with you. Still find themselves trailing by 1 here on map 2.
Fake flash to potentially imply maybe B main presence. But we can see it is towards middle, and look at the trip again. This work from Happy Way is good. A little bit deeper, so... Oh, Raga! He hasn't even been the headliner so far. Can't get away from that, though. Pinged out and punished by Westside. But that hasn't opened up middle like maybe they'd hoped.
No. Certainly hasn't. Going to lose some crucial utility on the side of GX. Again, much happier with XLG's approach towards mid and short now. Again, you want to force GIANTX to make audibles. Switch things up in the mid-round.
We can see when
I was going to say, look who's tucked himself into wine. Happy Way potentially in a position to backstab here.
That silence is feeling deafening on the B site. 3 players there. It's on Happy Way, really. He's got all 4 coming to his side of the map. The knife. Oh my word.
Nobody's clearing it.
That's so brilliant! Happy Way! He didn't see it coming, not for a second. The cross-map knife set it all up so well. He does lose his life, but it's Ara now with the weight of the world on his shoulders. You're right. The spike's still left down at A main.
All to do now, going to try and get some security from the door being closed, but the Dark going to come through, going to ping him out.
The time. He's running out of options, he's running out of time, and XLG, I can't believe it. Happy Way numerically against the odds, holding that solo site like an absolute champ.
The timing of this knife is just sublime.
Triggered.
Come through here. Again, look at the ping. Nobody considering the possibility.
Happy Way, man! You're king, bro, you're king.
On a silver platter for XLG.
So well handled. 4 back-to-back, and no one can tell you that XLG haven't worked hard for these rounds. They've been playing a very good game here.
Wow, Westside off rip.
Wow.
How'd that happen?
I don't it's a dry look. That's uncharacteristic of Westside. Normally a very composed player. But the pace is the downfall again.
Buy one, get one free on the trip. Grappino suffering the same fate. Blickless too.
Down, defender spawn.
How many multi-kills are they going to get, Mike? It's 3s, it's 4s, every round it feels like. It's Cloud. Irrelevant to outcome.
Just a Sheriff 1v5. No spike spotted out here. The damage would be great, but not that impactful here in round 11. Considering the bankroll XLG are now sitting on. Maybe an extra orb for him. It's about going to be it. Coconut to shut things down. A flawless round victory here.
Last round in the half.
Yeah. I was going to say, I didn't spot it on the minimap. Usually, Westside will cage forward here time and time again, but
one enemy remaining.
Just disrespect, or Viva disrespecting that assumed control that Westside has repeatedly. Okay, B's wide open. Well, now, I was going to say, yeah, Raga coming back. Maybe.
Interesting beginning.
Again, putting the Cypher util elsewhere for the null command to come through, but it's going to be a timing here. Raga going to sit and wait on the TP, but Ara's found the opener.
Yeah, this feels a little too late in the day. Ara able to get ahead this time. No resilience and maybe a gamble of a call towards his stack on A, but it's not perfect. Raga in trouble by all accounts. How is he still standing? Finally put to bed. Oh, it's devastating. GIANTX got given the keys to the castle.
Yeah, I mean, were they over-celebrating or something? Because it's, again, you can see no commands up. They want to invest the Cypher util elsewhere.
That's fine, but a bit bizarre, Mike. I didn't like that last round, but there's plenty more to look back on. We'll be back after this very short break.
My ultimate. One enemy remaining.
Checking in here on that Coinbase Econ report, and the main thing to my eye has been, No Man certainly kind of, I guess, the vocal backbone, but there's been other players that caught my eye in this one. Happyway's been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, not even reflected numerically for Happyway as well. It's, it is really a treat to watch a team like XLG come into their own and really find themselves here in Paris. Like I said, previously taking down Sentinels, which was, already the upset.
Yeah, very true.
Comfortably saying that. Again, all rides down now to potentially one more half for them. 7-5, a slight advantage here over GIANTX. Again, if you're GIANTX, though, you've got to be thinking back. Well, I believe it was 7-5 first half loss to PaperX, and they did flip that. So a confident 8-4 for GIANTX. Again, usually sitting around 60% in terms of defensive win rate here on Ascent. It's been one of their stronger maps. certainly the better looking maps for them. I think Ara as well, something like 20 and 5 on that second half versus Paper X. Went absolutely huge for them.
Yeah, big player in that series.
Scanning ahead.
Should I say that map, maybe? A safe little dodge to clear through A main. Making sure XLG can at least get a couple of steps. They will be on the attacking side now, of course, meaning that GIANTX on the defense. Trade out of info, but a very cautious beginning from XLG.
Yeah.
No overcommitments here.
No. Yeah, we saw this on Bayern, almost getting a feel for where GIANTX want to prioritize. We saw it in the first half as this as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the adjustments for XLG on their defense.
Seen something there.
Yeah.
That's at least one player noted, potentially more, but the smoke is going to deny vision and allow Raga to slip deeper, but he's taking some liberties with that line of sight, and you're right. It's put Flickless right in the crosshairs. He's got to be ready for this 3 HP. He's barely breathing. How is this man alive? I do not know. How is Flickless still standing and doing damage? But the cavalry is here. Cloud swings in. They're down to just 2. They've capitulated on short, falling to pieces. GIANTX, what a reaction.
I mean, rough map 1, but Flickless here delivering a pistol round. Again, the fact that he survives then gets a kill with the nade as well. I mean, did the paranoia come through at the same time here?
It looks a little high almost, but
there's a flash connection onto No Man here as well, but I think the paranoia did connect. Well, not even just slowed them down for a second, forced to reposition, but playing his life so well up on the switch. Next now, a chance to tie things up.
Got high priority on mid control as well, putting a lot of emphasis behind this 2-up cap, and they've really gone far.
I mean, yeah, they've walked all the way up.
Ooh, hello. Players, to do this against Classics is a little dangerous, but I mean...
I think now get the hell out of dodge. Oh, Ara just gave up the sight line.
Oh man, this feels sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, very well prepared for potentially finding a couple of kills, but split second either way. Means we're still sitting at a 5v5 here.
How many lines of sight just get given up a second away?
XLG looking to potentially regroup. They're going to maybe play off a knife from outside B here. Try and sell some sort of fake. I mean, it's drawing potentially Flickless, but problem being Ara's got an early sight line here.
Yeah. Still got dash as well. Come in. Confidence to commit to 2. Raga and Coconut left in tatters, but his support does fall. That's Grabinho gone, so you have to go wait on those rotations. So will give up the plant.
Just catching a glimpse of Happy Way. Able to find this kill though. Ara still trying to get something done, but tagged up now. Going to be revealed. Ara straight in though. Finds his third. Cloud to follow up. It's just No Man.
God, this is tied all even fast.
Yeah, very, very quickly. XLG putting out some probes, some feelers here in the first 2 rounds of Ascent. Second half. Again, it's Porsche. Again, No Man's the one that's disconnected, so no flash to really force Ara into a position where he has to respect any pressure coming through main. Same. That's got to be an emote.
Okay, bonus. How's it looking? All right, so Vandal with Cloud, the rest Bulldogs and the Outlaw still in play. On the other side, how many light shields we got? None. Hard work now.
Yeah.
Not the fun gun. Let's see what he does with it. Looks direct to imply there's going to be this A site hit, and you've been, as I said, singing those praises to the west side. I want to see it here. Kind of classic map for a Cypher to kind of have impact on. We saw what Happy was able to do. Even as I said, not reflected necessarily numerically, but the impact is certainly to be noted.
Yeah, I mean, we have such a ratty player that can still string together headshots the way Westside does. Can cause problems for any team. And XLG just so cautious in approach.
Very slow, isn't it?
Trade-off of drones in mid. A bit of a bigger win potentially here for XLG. But the tag,
If he can just kind of soften them up, right? That's huge work. It makes it much easier. And there's a slingshot back, Raga.
Oh, the
no
flash
freedom.
is perfect though.
Westside now going to be struggling, and there's Aragon. Westside is back to the wall, but a lovely reveal. Just tees him up. Oh, and Cloud with that big boy swing from up in heaven, putting them in a 2v2. I think they might be ahead of this. Well, it's dealt with regardless. As Happyway forced off the angle by the flash. Grabinho doesn't seem too aware. Happyway still looking for his man. He's found him. He's found both.
That's so lucky as well. Viva's down to just 10 HP. GX not considering a deeper position here towards the jump up. And Happyway pounces on the opportunity to deny a bonus conversion here. Beautiful stuff from Cloud though, crispy on the outside of this smoke.
And look, one player who hasn't had the big numbers that we've seen from him this tournament as well is Cloud. If he gets into it, if that rhythm hits, if he finds that right space, again, as an IGL, I don't hold him to that caliber.
It's still the workhorse for
exactly.
GIANTX, yeah.
But if he does find it, I'm terrified. Because we've all seen what he can do. But pace change now from XLG.
Himself up here pretty early on. Cloud is flashed up. Raga will secure it.
Oh, nice paranoia too. Yes,
Westside as well.
How did he get Westside there? Was he stuck on Switch maybe? And where's Rubino off to, man? Do you think he had that for free? Okay, Flickle is still going to put a fight back in, but the site is firmly in the hands of XLG.
Give this up. It's gone. No way you're retaking this now.
Spike planted.
Again, yeah, a little sloppy.
Are they caught by the pace change, do you think?
I mean, even so, when they get a chance to catch their breath here, what are we doing just charging through Arch? You've got to assume there's heavy presence outside. Again, it's going to be potentially a player like Viva who's a little delayed in terms of the utility investment.
Yeah.
You have to make that assumption, especially with a flash catching into market. You've got to assume that these initiators are a little split away from the front lines of XLG, and not something we usually see GIANTX stumble on.
Okay, that should be a bit of a, you know, slap on the wrist, really. And I do want to see the replay on some of these kills, especially that one going through Arch. I don't know what they were thinking on that one, but...
Well, Westside swings on to Switch. See, the flash catches here. It's actually off by the time. Yeah, here, this position.
Nice from Raga, to be fair. Like,
I mean, it's desperation to bail Cloud out.
Yeah, that.
Like I said, you've got to expect the initiators to be a little further behind than the Jet that's pushing in.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, decision-making in a game like this, stage like this, I get it. It can slip, but that should be something they've got to be aware of now. Is look at the money.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of rifles invested here. Ara one away from the Blade Storm, but Cloud does have his Hunter's Fury. Maybe a chance to share the wealth a little bit, but Ara shut down.
Okay, but Happyway's fallen to a similar fate, and this is a commitment here, and normally it's going to be Cloud good for another follow-up on that, but sorry, Westside just got 2. And they've just done it right back to them, haven't they? Oh, you want to go fast a bit? We'll do the same. We'll show you how we do this. GIANTX gives them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, looking a little more like the GIANTX we've seen domestically in terms of this light buy. Westside finding 3 with the Sheriff in mid. Say, show me the second one.
Oh,
can you scream Sassal? Sassal! No.
9-8. Operator coming out for Ara, and actually the Operator was what got him online on Bind, so this is another layer to this.
I mean,
but
always the turning point for him, yeah. He
that
finds that groove.
Yeah, you're right. It's Raga getting those knives out. I know the plan is to try and handle this. They've got to be aware there's a high chance it's coming in.
What did the knife connect, or was it just Raga?
I don't know how many. It looked like it could have been more than that, but Trevino. Feast or famine, Mike? What are we thinking here? Oh, it's the flash! A flying Nomad dives in, Flickless with the blind. But it's Cloud from up above again, delivering damage back to back for this man. Heaven sent work from Cloud.
Again, perfect timing on the dart to set things in motion. Unfortunately, Rubinho gets a smoke off ahead of this no command, which is crucial to make something like this happen for Cloud. Even though it's
magic. Absolute magic. We said it. There's times when Cloud can step up. And that's one of those moments. Time out now for XLG. Maybe feeling that tempo shift, that pace change, that little bit of threat here. Because again, GIANTX have map 1 behind them.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and certainly with a round like that where there's ultimates invested and you're looking to really take control of a round decisively like that in the back of a no command, to be held at basically the first hurdle. Certainly could knock the wind out of any team. That's not even talking about what's at stake here for XLG.
Absolutely.
We're going to see Ara, Bladestorm, Westside does have the neural theft. And
did they see the operator? Did they kill Ara? I don't even remember.
I don't think so, no.
Honestly, I don't know. I wish I could tell you with confidence. Hopefully someone out there is able to, but someone's watching. Someone in the slug clubs out there. But this is a round to be farming in, really. Is you got Sheriff, you got bits and bobs. Now, XLG have been dangerous.
XLG, yeah. Well, they've certainly thrown GIANTX off rhythm. Has been on some of these scrappier buys, but we're seeing a hell of an investment behind a scrappy buy, actually.
Hero rifle and a backup Guardian.
Starting to pull the stops out now. See if they can replicate some of that success they found previously. Knife going to shut down the drone. And no harm, no foul. But again, still information in terms of the steps here and the flash over the top.
Quite a lot invested just to get even a look towards A, mate.
Yeah, and it's showing a lot of intention on the side of XLG as well. Nothing else going on across the map other than this mid dart that's not going to draw too much.
That's nice.
That could, though.
Here.
Need something else behind it, maybe a body shown, a bit more. Cloud going to tuck his head down. This has been his site, his domain. This time, no suppressed and handled. Braga with a quick, I guess, death more than anything. And where's the spacing on this? There's now the layering. What is going on this round, Mike? And now it's all gone topsy-turvy! Flickless! Apparently that's why he's called this. Spins around and gets him down, but is Viva still alive? Light shield, recovered Vandal.
Did Ara pop the knives there?
Not sure.
Yeah, yes. He has, yeah.
Yeah, he wants this one dead. He wants it's both ults. Both ults coming in. They didn't want to give him a second to breathe. But there was that threat, right? There's that danger that XLG can have. I was worried about the spacing on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Raga dies so early that Grabinho actually holds the angle, then turns anti-flash and gets punished by Viva. But Flickless talks about comfort here on the KO. This flash out of the smoke was beautiful.
Send that flick, please. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not that guy.
Oh, you are now.
Yeah, apparently so, man. Gotta look back at these ults as well. Flickless has his. Grabinho's has it for a minute, but again, it's Happyway on the other side. Nothing else to really bank on here. So XLG starting to really feel the pressure. They're not a mile away, though. It's 9-10, and Westside finding Happyway.
Again, early casualty to take in terms of late round pressure here, but XLG might be able to offset that slightly by dealing with a strip in mid. It's going to certainly draw Flickless. Or his curiosity this direction. XLG look to potentially follow through on this.
Doesn't imply the third man on A, right? If you're getting spammed from that right side on CT, do they explore for... Raga's going on this one, but they've been implying presence here. I didn't like that. But I don't like the plan. It's like you're pressuring middle. You're kind of trying to imply that there's presence here. This is getting weird, Mike. It's getting messy. And Ara... he's tagging him, but the body bag's still without the body in it. Viva and Coconut still alive. No Man still sitting pretty. And 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. They have to prioritize towards window.
Cloud's watching this one. Does dart, shock darts. They look like they're cornered here. They want to go for the burst and try to send forth the sacrificial lamb. This time he's putting them in the grave. And makes up for a couple of stray shots. Now puts him up to 11.
Edging closer and closer to closing out map 2. Going to force XLG back into it. I mean, it looked good from Raga's POV, even sharper.
Raga, sit down, brother.
Yeah, strange exchange. I mean, Gravino caught out in some very odd circumstances. But luckily, are able to counterbalance that. A late timeout here from XLG to really take stock of the situation here on the brink of dropping the second for GIANTX. Like I said, not going to be much of an investment, and no Blade Storm to kind of offset this. Well, the neural theft and the TP, which on a thrifty round, you're hoping for a miracle to find value from them. Ara still with that operator firmly in control of this defensive half for GIANTX. Like I said, they've got the TP themselves, but again, a massive advantage in terms of the inventory here.
And look, yeah, we've known that XLG can be threatening in these rounds, but it has been 4 back-to-back now for GIANTX. This is when you start really feeling the game against you.
Just quickly as well, Raga's almost still playing like he's on the waylay. That gap between first and second contact has been a little concerning in the ecos, where they did capitalize in map 1.
Yeah, I think you're right in that, actually. There's, the spacing is certainly in the forefront of my mind, but let's see what they have in store for us now, XLG.
Not much of a criticism to Raga, it's just the overall approach here in terms of XLG. Floating dart to come through.
Nice stall here, isolates one, the paranoia, fantastic. Rubinho, can he live? It looks like he can. Actually, no man going to find him in the end, but now Flickless on the chopping block. Stands his territory, but now flashed out. Ara again, up for the challenge. Forced into a deeper corner, but the sight becomes a slither. There's nothing to play with. Might just appear in front of him in a second's time. Coconut, he wants this fight! He just falls to his death. Another attempt made and another fall short. It's 12 for GIANTX now.
The window of opportunity just making XLG sweat so hard. They have to dig so deep to get to Ara and apply even just the slightest pressure. Again, Viva on a solo endeavor out of main.
Brother, sit down, my friend.
GIANTX certainly feeling themselves now, and just 1 round away from closing this out.
And this is the Ara and Flickless that we were so impressed by. Seeing them joining this team, the way they did as well, just magic. And the question mark of can they be big stage players is being answered every single round. As XLG have to face their fate now. Map point, match point. The GIANTX. It looks like they want this one done. Grabinho on the swing, they're going hunting. Happy way falls. Raga takes a stand. Taking 2 down as well. Opening up the chance for short, but the final boss is still here. Ara back to the wall, but still thriving.
A chance here to reset as well. XLG not in a position to continue with this progress. Now Cloud, where he's previously excelled, actually going to give that angle up. Viva will catch Ara on the drift away.
It's Cloud again here.
He not going to find what he wanted this time.
No, 2 shock darts though, could be a problem. Coconut's got to be cautious.
He's got a
West
recon
side
as well
getting close.
to potentially set West side up here.
I think that just got in now. Not going to get it. Cloud again trying to evade the shock dart on the other side. Plant time comes in, 49 HP. Spots out Coconut. He knows exactly those lines of sight. Almost a follow-up. Spots another. He knows where both are now. Westside tries to play up, but he falls. Viva staying alive for XLG.
The first time, actually, XLG able to punish some of this re-clearance of space by Ara.
A little over-aggression.
Yeah.
In small amounts. I don't think Ara had to go that far for it.
This paranoia is beautiful, though.
Lovely. Really lovely.
And you can see here, Ara, because previously they have kind of fed into a couple of these deeper positions, so...
Nice, Viva! Yes, bro. Come on.
You can't blame him for going forwards. And not necessarily going to throw them off balance in terms of the finances, but some ultimates now on the horizon.
Spot on, spot on. And again, you want someone like Ara to have that killer instinct, right? Be willing to take a high risk, high reward play.
Switch up, though. It's the first time he's really explored towards B main.
Happyway might be the one to be on the receiving end of this.
Knife doesn't catch either.
But it did catch West side, I think, so it might encourage progression. And are they diligent? No, so they're going to be punished. Ara draws blood first and backs away. West side waiting. Swing from Cloud. It's control towards middle, and it's dominance from GIANTX. Bomb flash and desperation. No man tries to make a play, and it's down to just 2. Oh, but Ara again still here. That operator rattled off the shot earlier. They know about it now. No man desperately trying to hold on, digging deep here. 6 bullets to still play with. You heard the knives come out, and they are turning tail, and they are running out of there.
Oh, he's just about to spot the rifle.
Enemy
Oh, the guillotine comes down here in Paris. So it's down on Viva in a 1v2. The one who did it last round,
30
who
seconds
stayed
left.
alive, who got them that round. He's got 25 seconds and a brutal choice to make. He's opting
Rolling
for
the
Ara.
dice, yeah. Had access to both sides potentially here. He's got a recon, got the Hunter's Fury, but has to find a kill ahead of this plant.
It's now uphill by every step. 10 seconds to go. Viva needs a plant. He needs to clear Ara. The list is growing. He wants that plant first. He needs it, but it might be a knife to the side of the head. He's dead! And Ara! He gets the other knife out just for good measure as GIANTX are playoffs bound.
What a way to close things out.
Monstrous from Ara. Monstrous.
Again, we said he was the deciding factor versus PaperX on this map in particular.
27 kills, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, just remind yourself of who you have playing for this GIANTX roster this year in terms of experience and what they're able to demonstrate here in Paris. Heart